Hey, welcome along to some live product research. Who the hell am I to tell you how to do Amazon product research? My name's Tom. I'm part of Honest FBA. I'm going to go old school and show you some orange bars. It's the 21st of January. We've done $90,000 on Amazon to date and done $35,000 on Shopify. We've been selling on Amazon for 4 or 5 years now. And between us and Honest FBA, we do over $3 million per year in sales. So I feel like I'm fairly qualified. We also have a massive community Honest FBA, which is a huge community of Amazon sellers, people learning how to start their own ecom brands. If you are interested, hit the link down below. I'm going to dive in to some live product research now, just on the fly. Let me see what we can come up with. We're going to cover how we find the products in a certain way. Today we're going to use Keeper. I'm going to go through some fundamentals of what we look for, some boxes we're looking to check off, and hopefully we find something that some of you guys can go away and actually execute on, potentially launch a brand. So this app is called Keeper. We've used this in other videos you might see on the channel. If not, go back and watch some of our other product research recent videos. I'm going to fill in some of these data points here. There's so many on Keeper, but really you don't need to have too many of them filled in. So we're going to go from 5,000 BSR up to 15,000 BSR. We're then going to go down to we got the price point here, right? So I'm going to go from 15. I'll tell you what. Let's go from $25 today, all the way up to we'll go up to $99. Let's see this. We're then going to go down to the categories. So the category we can go for all of them if we want, but I'm going to get a bit more drilled down. I'm going to go to pet supplies because we are in pets, as we said on this channel before. So I'm going to look at pets. We then want to turn off anything that has variations, which I will find in a second. Show only one variation per product. I'm then going to go down and we're going to hit this one, which we really like. One of the main reasons we like to use this tool for product research: subscribe and save. We're going to hit yes. That means that customers, it means what it says, right? They can subscribe, they can actually get sent your product regularly. That could be every month, it could be every 2 months, every 3 months, but they are subscribed to you and you're getting a better LTV. So lifetime value means your customer, once you get them in once, they're going to spend money with you again and again and again, which is very nice in e-commerce. So look, we have 1,968 products. Let's hit find products and let's see what comes up. Right then, so we have a joint health supplement for dogs. We have instant ocean reef crystals for fish tanks. Okay. We have some cat nutrition, Bubba's super strength enzyme cleaner, dried cat food. So a lot of dogs and cats. Zesty paws are here. They've come up. It's massive. One of the biggest Amazon success stories, sold for $600 million. Really like paved the way in pet supplements. We've got washable dog diapers. Okay, that's interesting. We've got a heated cat bowl for outdoors. That's a one-off purchase. I wouldn't really be too keen on that. I'm not sure why that's come up, to be honest. What else have we got down here? This is what you got to do, by the way, sometimes, is just like look through, right? You're sifting through a bunch of information. There's pond sticks. I've actually looked at these previously. That's why it's highlighted green. Wasn't too interested in that. Having a little bit of a look at it. Salmon oil, again, that's a huge niche. Knuckle bones for dogs. So cow kneecaps with a $50 price point. Creative. I guess you get 25 in this packet. Let's have a look at this on Amazon. This could be interesting. So I don't know how big these are, to be honest. I haven't got a dog. They don't look that big, do they? So 10 out of 10 for creativity for this this seller, whoever this is, Elendo. That's a pretty creative way to market the product. Kind of against Amazon's terms of service, but you got to do what you got to do. So listing super simple. They've kept it really basic. Example, like benefit straight away, exactly what's in the product. Safe, lasting, and long treat. So these guys, let's see how they've been doing for a while now. Okay, so launched only in 2023. They're doing the best they've ever done at the moment. Let me just hit this. So this is a X-ray by Helium 10. We can see what kind of revenue they're putting in at the moment. Okay, for some reason it's X-rayed the keywords, which is not what I wanted. I wanted to X-ray the product. I hit the wrong one. That's my bad. So this will put in the data. I put in quite a lot of useful information. If you haven't used Helium 10, by the way, amazing tool. Link down below with a discount through Honest FBA. So that it's doing $37,000 a month, this listing at the moment, which is super impressive. We can have a look. If we click this button, we can see how sales have gone over the last year. So let's have a quick look and see how. What I want to check now is see how seasonal it is. Okay, so not that seasonal, just a steady climb in popularity since they launched. Basically, they've gone as high as 100 units a day in their peak, which is pretty good considering they're $50. So really healthy revenue. Okay, so this is interesting because people are going to be, you can see on the right hand side here, subscribing to this product. So if you feed this to your dog and it likes it, and you can't really tell if a dog likes it, I guess, other than the fact they're going to definitely eat it all, but they eat most things. But if you think your dog enjoys it, you can be very likely to subscribe. It looks like if you hit subscribe and save, there's not much saving going on, to be honest. So one-time purchase, $49.96. Subscribe and save, $49.96, and you receive it every 2 months. Interesting. Usually you may not offer a bit of a discount, hence the save. But amazing, right? People are subscribing and they're receiving this every 2 months. So that means they're spending 6 orders per year, which, quick bit of math, that's $300 per customer per year for the subscription that they have to this product. So what I want to do next is let's see the keywords that these guys are ranking for, just to check where are they getting their sales from. So this is another a feature of the Helium 10 tool, and it's going to put in every single keyword that this listing ranks for. But what we're going to want to do, so there's 1,100 keywords there, only 93 pages. They're not doing much PPC. We'll filter this for 1 to 10, and then I'm going to go match type organic, hit apply filters, and this is going to show, as you can probably guess, the organic keywords that it ranks 1 to 10 for. So let's see some search volumes here. So it'll list it in order, right? So these are the ones they actually rank first for. So they rank first for a decent number of keywords. Cumulative volume isn't massive, but it's obviously, enough there that they're getting decent sales from it. Let's see what the biggest keyword is in the space. So kneecaps for dogs is the biggest one. So 773 searches per month, and they're sitting fourth for that as well, right? So this looks like past year. It peaked a little bit in March. Let's go to all time. So over time, again, look, this is definitely increased. Not sure what happened here. Sometimes when you see a real drop off, and this isn't that big of a search volume originally, but you'll see some drop offs, and it can be Amazon's suggested search. So perhaps when people typed kneecaps a couple of years ago, it used to suggest kneecaps for dogs, and then Amazon changed it to kneecaps for, I was going to say humans then, but I mean, who's searching that? But whatever they swap out that word, that could lose a lot of volume for that keyword. That's sometimes the explanation for the drop off, and then it's come back. But not saying that's exactly what's happened here, but keep an eye out for that when you're doing your searches. So trend is looking decent for this. Let's jump on the search results and see what the competition looks like. So we got Paw Struck, which is got pretty cute branded, a little lightning bolt in the paw. We got Paw Chew next to them. We got Mighty Paw next to them. So they're hitting the protein angle there. Look, 21 grams protein in, I guess, each serving, it says there. A lot of these guys have just gone super simple, just like $95. Wow. So super simple, just actually showing the product. So that's really basic. Is that Comic Sans that I see there? I absolutely despise it. That looks kind of traditional, I would say. Super basic again there. So okay, right. This is interesting. So there's a cod treat over here. What's that about? Okay, a cod treat for dogs. I'm an idiot. That's a little bit more modern day. So Tuesday, kind of cute branding. Okay, so massive kind of disparity in price points, which is not a bad thing at all. What I would want to do now is let's see how it's looking on Google Trends over time. I like to check this just to see. This is like searching the wider internet. So kneecaps for dogs. Let's explore that in the US just to see I mean, look, this isn't going to be a mega trend by any means. You've seen some of the other videos when you're looking at like human like health, for example, you're going to see some trends that really build up. Kneecaps for dogs isn't going to be something that's going to go insane, but as you can see, people are making some pretty good money in there. Change that from the past day to the past 5 years. Let's see what comes up. So weird. Seems to go viral on that day. Perhaps that could be something externally. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But pretty flat, right? That's not necessarily a good sign. I didn't expect it to be some kind of mega trend, but it's probably fairly consistent. As we saw on Amazon, the increase in demand went up slowly over time. We'll run a quick X-ray on this page just to see, is there a spread of revenue, or is it all going to the one that we found? So there's $1.9 million of revenue on this page per month between 68 ASINs, which is pretty healthy, right? Average revenue is $35,000, which is, again, like super healthy. What I'll do is I'm just going to remove the sponsored results, which are all the adverts. So let's see here. 53,000 is the winner, which is Poor Struck. They're doing so really close, like neck and neck between those two. These guys, Top Dog Chews, coming in 5K a month, 27K, 37K. So this looks like nice spread of revenue. If we go over to the right-hand side, what I do like to look at sometimes is this creation date. So when did they join the platform? We've got some absolute OGs in here from 2014. But as you can see there, the 2023, so second place, who were doing $53,000 as well. They only joined in 2023, right, compared to 2014. So they really caught them up. We've got 2, 4, 6 people joined in 2024. So last year, not too many. Let's see how they're doing revenue wise. So $5 grand, $3 grand, $5 grand per month. So they haven't really killed it, but that wouldn't necessarily put me off. It just means they might not be, that good at Amazon, to be fair. For example, these guys, let's have a quick look. Come on, guys. I mean, they're doing $5 grand, but like that is super lazy, man. Super lazy. Yeah, like they're doing $5 grand in spite of this, right? This is awful, this listing, and they're still doing that. So, what can you do with a bit of skill and learning from the right people? Honest FBA, but doing the branding properly and learning how to do Amazon properly and building a listing in the right way. This is terrible, and it's still doing $5 grand a month. Let's jump on Alibaba a minute and see what kneecap for dogs. Now, you wouldn't necessarily have to source this in China, by the way. You could very much source this in the US. Okay, this is actually just dog recovery products for their bad knees. Okay, I need to change that search, don't I? So that keyword didn't correlate. Kneecap treats for dogs. Let's see what comes up then. What I'm looking for here is a quick snapshot, right? So $1 to $3. This is $3. That's like a full with packaging, for example. That's $1.21, $1. Let's have a look at this one that's got the full shebang. So what are they offering here? Air dried beef kneecap treats. Trying to see how many they're offering in a packet here. So shelf life 2 years. They got good reviews, which is obviously a plus. So they do it in weight here, right at the top. So looking at 100 to 200 kilograms, that's 360. I'm not sure if it's 360 per pack or 360 per kneecap. I assume it's going to be per pack, right? But for argument's sake, let's say that works out fairly well. I mean, look, they're charging $95 for 50 of them, which I'm not sure exactly what the weight is, but that's the process that I would quickly go through, right? I'd go over to Alibaba, check the pricing. Okay, that's caught my eye there. So made in the USA. We produce products in China and we produce products in the US. This is the product. They're doing it. They're making the margins work. That tells me you could also source it in the US. You can go on somewhere like another website, which is going to be ThomasNet. ThomasNet is kind of like the Alibaba of the US, finding suppliers. It's a bit more old school. It has got a lot better recently. But the people on here are generally a bit more old school, but the benefit is you can just get on the phone, give them a call, and explain your vision a lot faster. You can see that there's way less information and filters on here, but kneecap treats for dogs. Let's do that. Essentially, it's dog feed, isn't it? So you can find a dog food supply, which there'll be loads of. Okay, look, so we've got animal and pet treats, private label dog treats as well. So that's exactly what we're looking to do here, right? Looking to build our own brand. So look, you've got all these people here. You can give them a call straight away. You can request information. Super easy. But this would be something that I would probably source in the US. And to that point, what actually I just realized stood out to me on this page, or didn't stand out to me, was who is advertising the fact that they are made in the US. So look, these guys, let's hazard a guess that a good chunk of these guys will be sourcing locally, and you can see they're American-owned brands as well. Can you see anywhere on here a US flag? Nope, nope, nope. That is a really obvious low-hanging fruit. Like you're feeding animals. People love their pets, right? They want to give them the very best of the best. And that doesn't necessarily mean they want the food from overseas and from China, right? Sentiment in the US can be a little bit negative sometimes towards China. So if I were to be in this niche, and if I was sourcing in the US, you better believe on my packaging, I have a big fat USA flag and I say source locally, right? You want to be really hammering that point home and advertising it. So that listing we just showed you that was terrible. Another thing they're missing out is not doing that, right? Not putting a USA flag in their listing. Now, the boxes we're trying to tick here are price point. This price point looks pretty healthy. LTV. So we're looking for that subscription revenue. These are subscribable products. Obviously, we're taking it for economics as well. We're looking for ideally a growing niche, but honestly, not the end of the world if it's not, doing this a massive amount over time. Like this is going to be very consistent. It's dog food. We know like the keyword I searched isn't going to be the one that's going to be popping off, but feeding dogs natural treats, that isn't going away. The spread of revenue, there's no clear massive front runner, right? There's a lot of people that are doing well in this niche, so that's a positive sign. So we can go in there and we will be able to take some of that revenue for ourselves. The next thing I want to search is content. So content is a huge part of the strategy now for every brand, and it should be in your mindset from day one. So let's go on TikTok. Let's look at, again, I'm probably going to find the wrong kind of treats for dogs. Probably going to find the wrong kind of content now, but let's see. Kneecap treats for dogs. Oh, look. So that's Mighty Paw. They are dominating. I mean, you can't really say dominating with these few views, unfortunately. But these guys, look, there they are. They sold 4,000 in the last month. Have a quick look again. Mighty Paw. Where were they? They're going to be. Let's filter this by the biggest sellers. So Mighty Paw were doing $53,000, right? So they are having a load of success on Amazon, and they do probably stand out as the best hero image there. So they are having a go at content. They are not succeeding at content, clearly. So can content get made? Yeah, you can make content about anything, but they aren't giving you the best inspiration, right? These guys perhaps haven't studied content properly. Something that we do inside of Honest FBA is we teach members how to make content. We have a sister community called Honest Creators, which walks you through step by step how to make content that goes viral on TikTok. Learning how to do it yourself means you can then work with creators a lot easier. And that's something these guys probably haven't done because these views are tiny, unfortunately, for them. So nothing's popped off, but they are the only brand trying it, and they're doing really well on Amazon. What they may well be doing off the back of this, and actually we'll check this directly, is when content pops off on TikTok and does well, that is proving out as good content. You can then use that in Meta for Meta ads. So if we go over to Facebook's ad library and we have a look for the brand, and let's see what kind of ads they're running, if they're running any on Meta. So we've got ad category, all ads, and then we're going to go Mighty Paw is the brand. Okay. I think that's them, isn't it? Let's double check. Mighty Paw. Okay, I don't want to see Paw Patrol because they are massive. That looks like them, doesn't it? Okay, so in January alone, so we are in January at the moment. These guys, that they've got 4 ads there, 3 ads there, 3 ads there, 4 ads there, 2 over here. In December, they've got all of these ads as well. So they've got a range of products. They've got these Yak Chews. They've got Calm and Cleans. Okay, so these guys are, I guess, a decent sized brand. But look, this is showing you running ads on Meta works, right? So they've got these ads running, and then that will be driving people onto Amazon, searching directly for their brand. Tell you what, let's just prove that point out, right? So there's 53 results here. So Mighty Paw, let's go back to Amazon. I'm so sorry, guys, if you're watching this. I just clicked your ad. That's a cardinal sin as an Amazon seller to do that to another one. So apologies. Let's see what these guys rank for. And what I'm looking for here is branded search, right? While that's, you can see here, look, while it's loading, people, they have the range of products. This is really nice when you get to a bit of scale on Amazon. If somebody buys the kneecaps, okay, let's throw in some pig's ears. Let's get them on some beef gullet jerky as well. So they're really hitting that multiple purchase. Let's hit keywords here and see. Let's see the branded search. So I'm actually going to look for phrases here. Phrases containing Mighty Paw. And let's see what kind of branded search they're driving onto Amazon. So 3,600 volume for that one. That's pretty healthy. 1,300 here, 200, 200. So this is obviously the one that's hit the most. Let's have a look at the history of it. Okay, interesting. So look, in the last year, that's really shot up. So it's gone up very recently in the last couple of weeks to 3,641 searches per week. Oh, sorry, per month. Now, that was let me just double check. That was the Mighty Paw Cheese Dog Chew. Now, if we go over here, what is this? Mighty Paw Chew, which is like a cheese chew. That's a cheese chew. This is cheese. That's the Yak Cheese. What I'm getting at here is that product is getting advertised on Meta, that exact product, right? People are then going over to Amazon, and they obviously are having a bit of a focus at the moment on these ads. They're pushing them on Instagram, on Meta. They will be getting sales probably off of Amazon on their own website. But what that's also causing is people going onto Amazon and searching directly for that keyword or that search term, like Mighty Paw Yak Cheese Dog Chews. They're finding these guys directly, and they're going to be making sales, right? So that is super healthy. That's a great way to look at how the benefit of people off of Amazon coming onto Amazon, searching directly for your product, but the halo effect that we talk about a lot on this channel of advertising externally, and then you really get the strong results. It's going to rank you higher. It's a bit of a it's a flywheel, right? So as people come onto Amazon and they search for your brand directly and your products directly, Amazon rewards you because that's external traffic coming on, looking directly for your product. You're gonna have high conversion rates on those searches into sales. That's going to mean every other keyword that's associated with your listing is going to get a bit more juice. You're going to keep solidifying your place as the best kind of products and brands within your niche. And it's a bit of like I said, a flywheel, as I said, where you're really solidifying your position. Now, the last thing I'll check with this is this brand's done a good job, right? They are making, tell you what, let's check exactly what they're making a month on Amazon alone. So Mighty Paw, they're a US company. We hit seal products down here. We hit X-ray. I've seen Yak Chews before, but I haven't seen cheese chews. That's interesting. All right, so we hit X-ray. What we're going to look at here is everything that they sell and how much money they are putting in a month. Whoa, they're pretty big. So they're doing 1.8 million a month on Amazon alone, which is super impressive, right? So big brand, okay? Maybe some of you guys watching this are aware of this brand. What I would do is think, okay, they're doing really well in the US. And let's say you're watching this and you're thinking about selling on Amazon, maybe you're based in the UK. can we take inspiration from that brand in the US and bring it to the UK market? Is there demand for these products in the UK market? So let's just change this because we can't deliver to the US. Right, so in the UK, let's see if there is demand for kneecaps for dogs. Nothing's come up. Okay, let's see. Let's see. So a lot of that same as Alibaba, it looks like. Let's do kneecap treats for dogs. Okay, we've got some doggy gobstoppers on the right hand side here, $14.99. We have this is the cool looking brand. These guys, I've seen these before. Nutripore, they've done a really good job. Kind of like a zesty paws inspired, I think. But good job. This guy, awesome job as well. That looks super clean compared to like, look at this kind of crappy stuff. Okay, look, so there's not actually zesty paws are here again. It looks like there's not really anything on Amazon for the dog kneecaps in the UK, but look, that's worth us checking. I won't do this all now, but what I actually would do if I was in a position where I wanted to launch something in the UK right now is I would look back over at Mighty Paw. I would look at all of the products that they're offering here and doing well on it. Like, oh my god, they're 1.1 million alone from that cheese yak chew. But work your way through these products. Look, all this is great revenue, right? Even down to the bottom here, 20,000, 20,000, even honestly, even 5,000. When you're starting out, do $5,000 in revenue, you can make $1,500 in profit a month. Awesome, right? That's really healthy. But go through, search all of these in the UK, search products in the UK. Is there demand there? Is it getting fulfilled? Can you do a better job? Can you take inspiration from this brand? They've done a really nice job, and honestly, replicate it, do it in the UK, right? And the whole playbook, right? So they've got the meta ads that are obviously doing really well. You can take inspiration from them. They haven't crushed TikTok yet, to be honest, but you can join Honest FBA, learn how to do content, do a better job than they are. But you can, make as high quality a listing as they have, because to be fair to them, they are good at that. And that was respectable compared to a lot of the other ones in the market, and have success over in the UK. So that was a bit of a run through of how I'd think about it, how you kind of weave your way through different data points, what I'd be looking at. You can start in one place and end on another, right? So those kneecaps we found first, they haven't got to be the thing that we launched, right? We could then end up in this product page. Perhaps in the end, we end up looking at these pig ears. There's an opportunity in pig ears. We can start with there first. But this is how you're going to start product research. Get the cogs turning properly. Think about everything like I said earlier. You want to look at price point, the LTV, so how much is the customer going to spend with you over time, the demand for the products, which have got good demand on Amazon, and that we can generate demand from off Amazon with content. So TikTok content, that can be content on Meta as well. And the final thing I check is, can we look at the UK? Can we look at other markets and take inspiration from other brands, bring it over to a new market and dominate in that space? So look, hopefully that was helpful. If you want to see how to find more products on Amazon, watch this.